Great, okay, well, thanks very much, everyone. Hot on the heels of Victorians on Film, which launched last year, we're very excited to be publishing later this year British Newsreels 1911 to 1930, Culture and Society on Film. This is a very exciting resource which comprises more than 7,000 early 20th century newsreels, all of which were produced by the Topical Budget company between 1911 and 1930. And as Dot said, the films have been digitised from reels held at the British Film Institute, which holds the bulk of the collection, and also the Imperial War Museums. So just to give an overview of the collection, the Topical Budget company was active from 1911 to 1931, self-described itself as the Great British Newsreel. It was one of the big three newsreel companies active in Britain in the early 20th century, the other two being Gaumont Graphics and Pathway Gazette. It initially operated as an independent company, but was purchased in 1917 by the British War Office and used as a propaganda tool during the First World War, helping to maintain the morale of the British public, before it was then purchased again after the war by newspaper owner Edward Hulton in 1919. Following Hulton's acquisition, Topical Budget reached a peak audience of 5 million during this period, then slowly declined in popularity until it was closed down in 1931. So an early precursor of modern TV news shows, newsreels were short-form visual news content intended to inform and entertain the public. They were black and white and entirely silent, so relied on title and intertitle cards to contextualize the footage. They were originally shown in cinemas across Britain, with new issues produced twice a week, each issue containing between 4 and 7 stories, which are individual films a minute or two at most in length. And we are hoping to publish this product in September this year. It's an entirely video resource which collates and presents the entire corpus of surviving Topical Budget films for the first time. Next slide, please. Thank you. So the key feature of this resource is that the content contained in British newsreels is incredibly diverse and covers a very wide range of themes. I've listed a few there, and I've also included a few screenshots from a selection of the films. So the themes included cover things such as arts and culture, so there's a lot of films featuring celebrities of the day, theatre stars, early film stars, stage performances and fashion shows. Youth and education, there are quite a lot of films featuring university events. Government and politics features figures such as Churchill and Lloyd George come up in the footage. Society and leisure, so there's quite a lot of really lovely footage in this collection showing ordinary people just going about their lives. There's a lot of things like ice skating, people attending dog shows is quite a common topic that comes up a lot. Sport is a really big topic as well. There's a lot of coverage of football matches, rugby matches, tennis matches, boxing and cricket. Work and industry, footage of people working in all kinds of industries. Royalty is a really big theme. Also, the First World War is a key part of the resource, and we see a lot of propaganda films and rehabilitation of veterans coming up as a theme. Natural disasters, a little bit like today, you'll have films covering major events that happen both in Britain and around the world. Empire and foreign relations, including the Irish independence that occurred during this period. Women and gender, and also science, technology and transport, to name but a few of the many, many topics that come up in these films. Next slide, please. So the range of themes in this collection make it applicable to researchers and students working across multiple fields in 20th century history. Incredibly wide-ranging content really complements a whole range of our other resources, including Victorians on film, most notably. As I mentioned previously, this is the first time that the entire Topical Budget collection of films will be published together, which will allow researchers to work across the whole collection at once. A key aspect of this publication is the digitization work involved preserves for posterity the volatile and fragile silver nitrate film that these newsreels are filmed on, which is degrading sort of on a day-by-day basis. And we are also planning to include essays and video interviews which will address key themes and research.
Have we lost you there, Jade? Looks like we might have lost Jade. However, what I will say is that she has fantastically prepared for us a little sneak preview of the Topical Budget films. So I am going to play one of those for you now. Please be aware this is a silent film, so you will not be hearing any audio.